Hello my friends. Today we come to you with a new offer. This is the Atlantic Canada immigration offer. You sometimes hear about Atlantic Canada. You know that any part of a country that is open to the sea is strategic and economically prosperous. This is why you will see that Atlantic Canada is still looking for immigrants. Because they have very successful businesses. Being open to the sea and the port gives them a considerable economic advantage. Behold, I am showing you here the part of Atlantic Canada which is made up of 4 provinces. You see that it is open to the sea, Atlantic Canada. This is what makes it a very economically prosperous area. And that's why they always need immigrants, because they have a labor problem. Subscribe my friends if you are not yet, and like the video to improve its SEO. We will see the 4 provinces that make up Atlantic Canada. The Atlantic Provinces, or Atlantic Canada, is the name given to the 4 eastern provinces of Canada on Canada's eastern and Atlantic coast. These provinces are New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island and Newfoundland and Labrador. Here are the 4 provinces that make up Atlantic Canada. This is its surface area. 2 million inhabitants for an area of 500,000 square kilometers. It also explains why they are looking for immigrants. They have too much space. 500,000 square kilometers for 2 million inhabitants. The languages spoken there are English and French. 260 employers chosen for immigration. The list was published 10 days ago, on January 12, 2024. It is an economically very successful area, but has no population. That's why they are constantly looking for immigrants. The government of Atlantic Canada recently selected 260 employers responsible for recruiting immigrants from among the employers who requested it. That's what I'm going to show you. Now all you will have to do is go to their sites and simply apply. Here we are on this site. You read this, the Atlantic Canada Immigration Program, Designated Employees. And it's written there. This is a list of designated employers in Prince Edward Island under the Atlantic Canada Immigration Program. If you are seeking a position with a nominated employer, please apply to posted vacancies. If you are interested in becoming a designated employer in Prince Edward, please review our designation process. You see, here we have 260 employers who have been designated. The list dates from January 12, 2024. This means that a company that needs labor and cannot find a worker, and wants to recruit internationally, must be approved by the government. One must study the state of one's business to see if it is really successful and if it needs labor. I told you earlier that it is a very prosperous area. You see that we have 260 companies there. I counted them. 260 companies that have been designated. You can count them too if you want. 260 companies have been designated. The date of publication is January 12, 2024. It was published about a week ago. These 260 companies which are successful to the point where the government gives them the agreement to recruit immigrants. All you have to do is go to the company website and apply. You have already made a CV in Canadian format and you are simply applying. That's all you have to do. We're going to take on a business. We're going to take the first company. This first company here. We're going to copy it. We're going to go to the search engine. We're going to paste it. Rest assured that this is the company. You have to see Canada to be sure that it is this company. Here it appears here. 454 Granville Street, Summerside, Prince Edward Island, C1N4K7, Canada. Here's even his phone. So we go to the site. Okay, now we're going to apply. We're going to look at where there are job offers. Here it is. Here are the job offers here. It is a company that is in the catering sector. There are 260 companies, so you have a choice. Have a convincing CV, that's an opportunity, a very good opportunity. On your computer or smartphone, in 5 minutes, you can apply. Suppose, here, we are applying for hotel staff. We're going to click here on the detail. We're going to click there. Here are the details. Nature of the work. The nature of the work is described. The main tasks. Here are the requirements. Labor conditions. We are told here that it is a restaurant with cover. And you can still see, as I told you, that this part of the Canada is doing so well economically. Only for this post you can apply in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 different city and more, from the same region. You see that for this position alone, you have at least 40 cities where you can apply. Just for this post. Here are the cities where we are looking for someone for this position. The company has 40 cities where it is looking for people for this position. So you look at the city that interests you and you click here on Apply Now. For a single position, we are looking for someone in 40 places. It's an economic boom there. You apply now, you put your first name, your last name, your email, your phone number, etc. You come here. Please, a CV in Canadian format. I want you to make the most of this opportunity. Do things right. And here you send your cover letter or presentation letter, and here you make a message, a little message. You have to be convincing in your message. And you click here that you are not a robot. And you click here. Yes, I have read and accept the privacy policy, and you click Submit. You see that just for one position, we have 40 cities where we can apply. You will look at a second company and so on. I give you the site here, it is displayed on the screen. It may happen that the company is international. This means that when you click, it is rather the branch in your country that is displayed. Right now, on your search bar, you erase what is in front of the company name and you put CA to have the company in Canada. Okay, my dear friends, we have shown you one more good way to immigrate to Canada. With 260 companies chosen, you have the choice. Subscribe, my dear friends, like the video to encourage us in this work. And share it. Subscribe because we will always offer you good information. We will continue to facilitate your immigration project. I wish you a good day.